3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? Welcome back, 3 Count Thursday live. If you are following along with us in the live video, give us a like and a share. We'd appreciate that. Get as many people in here as possible. We'd appreciate it as we look forward to this Sunday on the award-winning WWE Network. As only a few shows left on it, as we have known to like it here in the U.S. Of course, as we talked about. Like Jason said, this is a good comment that I missed. On our topic right before we went to the break, and he says the people that are pissed are true fans and are still going to watch. Bringing in other names will bring in more people to watch. So great point as well, because as much as we bitch, we're still here just about each and every week, each and every month for the pay-per-views. Now, of course, last week we had promised. I thought we were going to have it. Know Your Bro Volume 2. Unfortunately, the results we had them. The answer is certified mail, but the postal service has some issues. So the packages got delayed, and so we will have Know Your Bro Volume 2 next week on the show.
And you figure too, the Royal Rumble is such a big topic. It's so prestigious. It's the most exciting event of the wrestling year.
Rod, stop the count.
To have Know Your Bro 2 in there would just, I feel like Know Your Bro 2 would overshadow.
It would.
The Royal Rumble.
Don't be rude.
So we just want to make sure that we, that we give the Royal Rumble its attention and the respect as it deserves this week. So
I forgot the question, Sean. My bad.
Yeah. So it is what it is, but that's fine. We will get to it. We will get to it.
We make chicken salad out of
I forgot that was a thing.
Oh, Spadudios.
But yeah, we will get to Know Your Bro next week. I'll just give an extra buffer week for me to realize how terrible of a friend I am, and Ryan and I to feel even worse next week when Matt and Mark do better than Ryan and I did last week.
My questions are going to be like, what day out of the week do you guys see each other the most?
Yeah, they'll be served up on a silver platter.
Yeah, sure will. And Ryan and I will.
What do you guys normally do on Tuesdays?
What farm market does one member of these questions go to on a Tuesday? But let's look at it. The Royal Rumble, of course, this Sunday on the WWE Network from the Thunderdome. 5 matches announced as of now. Possibly some could be added tomorrow night or on Sunday. But the 2 Royal Rumble matches, there's a women's tag team title match, WWE title, and Universal Championship match. So let's start, guys, with the women's tag team championship. You have Asuka and Charlotte Flair defending against Team Shania, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler. If this was a different team and it was built up a little bit better, I would maybe think that the titles move. but I don't feel like the titles are going to move here. And I think Asuka and Charlotte are going to retain. Tim, we'll go to you.
I think that because Charlotte Flair is in the Royal Rumble, that this is the perfect time to have them lose the tag titles and have them go to Team Shania.
Okay. Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. There's so many women, like there's no reason to have multiple belts on multiple people. So let's go with Team Shania here.
In turn, Mark.
Well, I like your reasoning, but I would think the belts are going to stay with Asuka and Charlotte.
Very good. And
I'm sorry if that upsets you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion here, intern Mark. And Matt.
I actually do believe that the belts will be dropped by Charlotte and Asuka. I think it makes more sense to have Charlotte go into a singles run at this point.
Devin says Charlotte and Asuka will retain. Then we have the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre defending against Bill Goldberg. I have Drew retaining because I'm either a sucker, a dummy, glutton for punishment. I'm an idiot. I'm not sure, but I hope, and I'm predicting that Drew will win and retain his WWE Championship. Matt.
Well, Jim, unfortunately, we've all seen where this is going, and Big Bill Goldberg gets the W.
Yeah.
It stinks!
Intern Mark.
I kind of think we might have a double count out, and there will be no winner.
Oh, so the title would remain on Drew.
But yeah, that would be nice. But no, there's no chance. Goldberg's going to win the title, and the streak's going to begin again.
It stinks!
Look, I'd be fine with double count out, double DQ. I'd be fine if the power went off at the Thunderdome and any way, almost any way that Goldberg doesn't leave with the title, I think I'd be okay with. Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd rather eat a bowl full of water with a fork than answer this the way I need to answer it. I also have a feeling that the Miz will inject himself here and he will leave as the champion.
Ooh, I'd be fine with that.
All right.
Now, will it be a Seth Rollins style cash in? Do you think, or will it be a post
Like
match?
mid-match?
Yeah.
Sure. Why the hell not?
Okay. I didn't know if you had given it that much thought.
I don't think he would do it before the match. Let them beat each other up a little bit in like the 3 minutes that a Goldberg match would take, and like 2:55 slide in with that briefcase.
Perfect. Tim.
Is there a chance Scott Hall may make an appearance with a cattle prod?
0.0.
Wow.
That good of a chance, huh? Tim, your thoughts on the WWE Championship?
So Ryan's like really close to how this is going to happen, but the Miz is going to interject himself, and it's going to be the Miz who's going to cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Championship to Goldberg. So that way, Drew doesn't lose, Goldberg gets the title, and then Drew is set for the fast lane. Beep beep to Goldberg, because the winner of the Royal Rumble is going to be on SmackDown side, and it'll be automatic.
Oh, that pisses me off. That pisses me right off.
I'm sorry that upsets you.
Yeah, I mean,
Otis could have done that then. I mean, that just could have been Otis.
It could have been Otis, but it's not.
It could have been.
It's not.
Oh, yes.
the fact that when you said that, I'm like, that's definitely what's happening. Like
That's exactly what's happening.
That's exactly what's happening.
As soon as the Miz called his shot on Raw and said, I'm cashing in at the Royal Rumble and I'm next. Yeah, you're next, all right, buddy.
Yeah.
Dear Jackhammer Dunzo. I think that Goldberg could easily get The Miz up and down for a jackhammer. I don't know about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is a meat castle.
I was gonna say he probably weighs more than the Undertaker, or ish.
Oh, they're probably close.
Ish, right around the
I
same.
don't know. Does muscle weigh more than fat? Dear Google.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't know from personal experience, but
Well,
sure.
doesn't muscle sink and fat float? I don't know.
I think muscle weighs more than flat.
Yeah, I think it
Sure
does.
that's true.
But yeah, you saying that makes me really sad because that's exactly
That'll really bolster Goldberg's career and really put a rocket to his back. He's got bright things in his future.
He would be the first person in history to be the WCW,
Don't care.
World Heavyweight, WWE, and Universal Champion.
Boring.
What a career.
WWE is much
they
like
do.
baseball.
You know what? Put him on the $20 bill. He fucking deserves it.
Jeez.
Kicking off the $20 bill.
They do love records. The WWE does.
Just the first person to do this since this.
The first person to win 4 24/7 titles in the year 2021. It's still January. All right, let's go to the Universal Championship. You have the last man standing match for the. Oh, then I forgot to read. Okay, I got to change my pick then because it's definitely going to be Roman. I forgot to take into account that it was a last man standing and I had Owens winning by DQ, but there's no way that can happen. So yeah, Roman's going to win. Roman's going to retain. Zero chance the big dog leaves the Thunderdome on Sunday without the Universal title. Tim, we'll go back to you.
I think this is going to be a no contest. Both men will be down for 10
Okay.
to set up Elimination Chamber where Roman has to defend the title in Elimination Chamber against KO and 4 other dudes.
Then what about Fastlane?
Beep beep, that's Raw, and that's where Drew McIntyre gets the fast lane.
Gotcha.
Yes. Beep beep.
Ryan.
I think we get to meet a new character here. What is this, a last man standing or a
Last
quit
man
match? I wasn't
standing.
listening.
Last man standing. At least,
Okay.
at least you're honest.
That's fair. So never mind. I was gonna have Kevin Owens' cousin debut and throw the towel in for Kevin Owens, but that's not gonna happen in this one. Reigns will just win straight out.
Okay. Intern Mark.
I got to go with Roman Reigns. He's going to win.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Retain the title. Hi, boys.
Matt.
Yeah, I mean, I like Tim's pick. I hope that happens. But I feel like it's just going to be a continued path of domination for the big dog. Unfortunate that we don't see any towel throwing this time around. We'll save it for Mania.
Oh yeah, I mean you gotta, if you're gonna have that big of a stage, you gotta have your best pieces out on it. Like I'd love Kevin Owens to win, obviously win the title, but I do not see it happening at this juncture. So those are your 3 non-Royal Rumble matches as of now. Again, could likely see some being added over the next couple of days, and then we go to the Royal Rumble matches. We'll start with the women's. And these are the competitors announced so far. From Raw, you have Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss, and Shayna Baszler. From SmackDown, you have Bianca Belair, Bayley, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott. Shut up, Alexa. And Tamina for that is 12 announced competitors out of 30. Saturday.
Ruined all the excitement, Jim.
I know, all of the excitement gone. Saturday on WWE Backstage, we will find out the number 1 and number 2 entries to
So
the
dumb.
to the women's Royal Rumble match. So yeah, let's go around. I went back and forth on this one, but I think the person I'd really like to see win the women's Royal Rumble match is Bianca Belair. I think what they've been doing over the past few weeks with her and over the past couple of months with the vignettes, I think they've been building her to this moment. I feel like it makes the most sense, and then hopefully she will go on to WrestleMania to be crowned a new SmackDown Women's Champion. So I have Bianca Belair winning the Women's Royal Rumble. We will get to some like sleeper dark horse picks that we think could have a shot a little bit later after our official predictions, but this is who you think will definitely win the match. Matt, we'll start with you for the women's.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jim. I had Bianca Belair for mine. It came down to between three, in my opinion, and I think that Bianca makes the most sense. I'll save the other two for later then when we discuss that, but I think the storyline, the push that she's gotten over the past few months, well deserved too. I think everything that she's done in and out of the ring has been fantastic. I think they see the star in the making that they have with Bianca Belair, and so she gets the win.
Very good. Intern Mark.
You know what? I'm going to make it 3 in a row because I'm going to go with Bianca Belair as well. Was it last year when she? I think she was still in NXT, but she was in the Rumble and she had a really good showing.
Yes. Yeah, her and Rhea Ripley, I think, had really strong showings in the Rumble last year from NXT. So yeah, so there we go. Ryan.
I would love to say Bianca Belair as well. I just don't feel like the WWE is going to do it. I really don't. I mean, they had her jump over hurdles that were so tall. There were 3 hurdles and like 3 of the smallest walls I've ever seen. That definitely makes her and solidifies her as the best athlete on the roster.
Ryan,
no
are
doubt.
you just mad because you couldn't have made it over those hurdles?
I could have made it over 1. I feel pretty confident about 1.
Could you?
I felt pretty confident. They weren't regulation hurdles. They were working hurdles, and I feel like I had a shot. All that said, I still feel like the Vegas odds-on favorite is Ronda Rousey, so I'm going to go with Ronda.
See, that's who I was wavering back and forth on. I debated Ronda, but I went with my gut and went with Bianca Belair.
So much so, like my long shot, unfortunately, is Bianca Belair. I just don't have the faith in the WWE to do this right.
Okay, I mean, you're not necessarily wrong in that fear, like as we've seen over the years. Tim, who do you got? Women's Royal Rumble.
Well, I hate to call Ryan a liar.
That's fine.
No, go ahead.
And mention who the actual Vegas odds-on favorite for the Women's Royal Rumble is.
Is it Brie Bella?
At 3-2 odds, Bianca Belair is the highest.
Is it really? Okay.
3-2. And I'm going Bianca Belair. For the push she's gotten, and if you haven't gone and watched the Chronicle of Bianca, that's on the award-winning WWE Network. It's a 30-minute passion piece on Bianca, giving pretty much her entire backstory. They talk about her Rumble last year, setting the record for eliminations in a female Royal Rumble at 8, and she was only in that Rumble for 30 minutes. She was the second entrant and eliminated 8. So if she gets a favorable number, like 18, 19, easy pickings for the EST of the blue brand.
Yeah, no, I like that. This question was the
3 count question of the week.
I posted out to the listeners of the show. Don't panic, Ryan. I see you're scared. I asked the listeners of 3 Count Thursday who was going to win the Women's Royal Rumble and who was going to win the men's. So looking over here, and Devin has it in the comments and the comments of the live video. He says Bianca Belair. Nathan says if Becky would have had her child in October, he would say hers a surprise entrance and a win. So he's going to go with Alexa Bliss. Jason says Rhea, and William has Alexa as well. So we will revisit maybe some of these when we get to maybe some of the dark horses, sleepers to potentially have a shot at it. But let's go to the men's Royal Rumble. Announced so far from Raw, we have none other than Bobby Lashley,
Bob!
AJ Styles, Randy Orton, The Miz, Jeff Hardy, John Morrison, Sheamus, Mustafa Ali. From SmackDown, Daniel Bryan, Otis, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Big E. And then, of course, Edge declaring himself for the men's Royal Rumble this past Monday on Raw. That is 17 announced competitors for the men's Royal Rumble. Also this Saturday on WWE Backstage, the 30th entrant, the 30th entrant to the men's Royal Rumble will be unveiled.
Thing sucks!
This Saturday night. First, what do you guys think of? And obviously we're having a little fun with it. I saw a lot of people like really flipping out about the fact that they're going to unveil the 30th entrant. So I actually found this article that looked back, and it was before last year's Rumble. Every 30th entrant to the Rumble, and most of them were without any consequence whatsoever.
I would actually love to do a deep dive really quick on 30th, because I can recall some real stinkers of number 30s.
The only one I can remember was the Rey Mysterio one where he got booed out of town because it wasn't who did everybody want?
It wasn't
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, right? Is that okay?
So not last year. Last year had two real high profile number 30s in Shayna and Seth. The year before that, it was Carmella for SmackDown and Nia Jax for the men. So Carmella for the women and Nia Jax for the men. The year before that, I believe this was the year that Becky took Lana's number 30.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Ziggler was number 30 and Trish Stratus was number 30.
Okay.
But I recall like some real horrible number 30s.
I found the article. Do you want me to go through?
Won the Rumble?
Yeah. So John Cena was 30 and won the Rumble. Who else was number 30?
Wasn't Triple H 30 when he won?
Triple H was number 30.
Oh yeah, in the title Rumble, yeah.
Yeah.
The same number of people that have entered at number 30 as the same number of people that have won at number 1.
So I have the full list here. Going back all the way to the very first Royal Rumble. Junkyard Dog was the very first, number 30. Ted DiBiase.
Yep.
Number 2, Mr. Perfect. Tugboat. The Warlord in 1992. Macho Man Randy Savage in 93. Adam Bomb in 1994. Crush in 95. Lest we forget Duke the Dumpster Droese
He won his number 30 spot in the free-for-all by beating Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Right.
Who had to be number 1.
So then we knew who was number 30. You know, so like this has been done before. Droese in 96, The Undertaker 97,
and whatever
Vader
happened to him?
Nothing. Vader in 1998.
China in 99.
China in 1999.
2000.
China.
See if you can guess them. I have it right here.
God.
I'll go Jeopardy time on you.
Yeah.
Big Show.
I don't know. No, it wasn't Big Show.
X-Pac.
Yep.
2001.
Haku.
Rikishi.
Haku was like 29 though.
2002.
I feel like that was The Undertaker.
No, Booker T.
No, that's right.
2003, Tim.
Oh God, now I'm just.
You just said him 10 seconds ago.
Undertaker,
There you go. 2004, Ryan, your favorite guy right now.
Brie Bella.
Bill Goldberg. Thank you.
Oh,
2004.
You mean 2005?
Oh yeah, I guess so. This lists 2004 twice. What does it say? Anyway, did we skip 2000? No, I don't know. They literally have 2004 listed twice on this list.
well, they're trying hard.
2005.
Not offhand.
Ric Flair.
Batista.
No. 2006.
Road Dog.
Mr. Anderson.
Nope. Tim, you
CM
got
Punk.
Randy Orton. 2007. Tim, you said him
Randy
30
Savage.
seconds ago.
What now? I said him a couple minutes ago. The Undertaker.
Yeah, there you go. 2008. We know that
John
was
Cena.
the John Cena one. 2009.
The Warlord again.
Masters.
No, Ryan, he's your
Was that
favorite. He's
Triple H.
no, Ryan, he's your favorite show on Netflix.
I'm not saying that.
The Big Show.
Jeez, oh. I thought it was the guy
Uh,
from Ozarks.
no, 2010.
Is that Batista?
That is Batista.
He has a really incredible run out.
Okay.
Like it's pretty sweet.
2011.
That was the 40-man Rumble.
Yep. So who was number 40?
Jameis.
Nope.
Daniel Bryan.
Nope.
I don't know.
Kane.
Like Randy Orton.
Kane. 2012. Ryan, again, your favorite show on Netflix.
The Ozarks.
Yeah, Big
Big
Show.
Show.
2013.
The Ryback.
That's what she said. 2014.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
No, this was probably the one that we all know and remember.
And this is Ray
X-Pac.
Master.
This was
Oh,
Mastrio.
Rey Mysterio.
2015. I think I think this is the one we started to hit. This was Ziggler, then Triple H, Roman Reigns in 17, Ziggler again in 18. Trish and Trish was in 18 as well. Then you had Jericho in the Greatest Royal Rumble, Carmella Becky in 2019, R-Truth / Nia Jax in 2019. So, yeah, number 30 doesn't quite live up to the spot that everybody thinks it is. And I understand, maybe there's going to be this big surprise at number 30. Well, you still have 13 other surprise spots at this point.
But wrestling fans do that to themselves. If they don't get the one that they want,
Sure.
they're saving that particular
and
wrestler for 30. And then they're pissed off the rest of the show when CM Punk doesn't
So
come out.
many times they you build up to an expectation that is exceeding what it can actually be. Not that it could actually be, because it could be CM Punk or it could be whoever. But like, I feel everybody's like, oh yeah, they're going to bring Punk back at 30. They're going to bring this guy back at 30. And then when it doesn't happen, it's just an absolute. It doesn't matter who's in that spot. It could be somebody that wrestling fans know and love, and they're going to hate it because it's not who they had built up this thought.
Like Rey Mysterio.
Like Rey Mysterio, exactly. And so we've all been there.
Last year, I think the men's Rumble only had 4 surprise entrances that weren't on Raw or SmackDown. I think it was
announced most of them.
They did
before.
most of them. MVP and Edge were the 2 that weren't on anything.
Keith
And
Lee.
Keith Lee and Riddle was still in
Riddle.
Yeah, Riddle was one.
NXT at the time,
Yep.
and I think that was it.
Yeah, there were no just throwback fun ones like Godfather coming out to walk back away.
Well, it's because now you were in the baseball stadiums. Those entrance ramps were a lot longer, so it's harder to drag out some of the old guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Now the ladies had a ton of NXT talent last year,
Mhm.
Yeah, they did.
plus Molly Holly and
Was Molly
I think that was
Holly
it, maybe.
last year? Or,
She
I
was
feel like
in
Molly
multiple
Holly's
years,
every
yeah.
year.
She's been in
Her and
like
Kelly. Is it a Rumble without those two?
no, I don't think it is.
So the girls in the club say who?
Who?
That's her song. Listen to the song.
I was responding to you.
Who?
Three Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? So let's look at it. Let's make our predictions. I like AJ Styles to win this one. I feel like that he's done just about everything that one can do except win the Royal Rumble, because now he's been US champion, he's been Intercontinental champion, he's been WWE champion. Now he's never been Universal champion, or he's never been a tag champion, but obviously if you win the Royal Rumble, you could potentially make that run.
I mean, has he won Money in the Bank?
No, but there's still time.
Has he won?
Has he won the
Elimination Chamber?
WCW championship to put him on the $10 bill?
No,
he's
but
done-
he did win. He
he's
did
done like
win
three
the
things.
He did win the NWA TNA World Title like 5 times.
There
That's
was
true.
that.
That is true.
Although that is true, Jim. You had no idea what those things even were.
No, because
He would know for AJ Styles.
I was saying-
Anybody else know?
How
well, because I know one time he won it was because it was he had Vince Russo in his corner. I think with the NWA TNA title. And
Remember that time you were the big spoon to AJ's little spoon, Jim?
I do remember that. I mean, I wasn't going to bring it up, but
Well, so I
I
have it
will
on,
for you.
I have it on good authority that when that was happening, AJ didn't call it spooning; he called it ladling.
so AJ Styles is my pick to win the men's Royal Rumble match. Tim, we'll go to you.
My pick to win the Royal Roomba of the WWE. This is tough, man. Gosh, it really goes to Daniel Bryan, man. This is D. Bryan's to win. I'll go over I have the list of Vegas odds on my screen right now. We'll go over them after we all give our picks, but like Daniel Bryan is set for there's a couple of people underneath that are like, I think right there that could win it, especially on the I think the SmackDown side is extremely heavy to win it. But there's also some people on the Raw side who are prime too. I mean, you mentioned AJ Styles. I don't want to say other people as well, but like to me, it's Daniel Bryan's the big horse. It's time for him to get back into the main event picture. Give us Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'd have no problem with that.
Just do it!
Ryan, men's Royal Rumble.
Here's my little side story before I give my pick. I wish they would have done Retribution better, because I would love to see a Mustafa Ali victory here. Even more so if Goldberg wins, to set up Mustafa Ali versus Goldberg at Mania, and it'd be like the pony show in Goldberg versus the guy that's always been there, and this is what I'm always talking about. So he would be like my quote long shot. Love to see it. Not going to happen, because I agree with Tim. This is Daniel Bryan's to lose.
Okay, that would be the correct verbiage.
Wasn't looking for your input there, but thanks.
Well, I'm the host, so tough shit.
That's
Intern Mark.
Thanks for your validation, Jim. I can go to bed peacefully tonight.
Ryan is the better friend. Remember that. Ryan is the better friend.
That's fine. I'm still the host. Intern Mark.
I'll tell you what, I'm going with Daniel Bryan too, even before Tim mentioned it. That was my pick. So we're going to make it 3. This is Daniel Bryan's year, I think.
All right.
And I'd like to see him against Roman Reigns at Mania as well.
Very good. Matt.
Yeah, just to shake things up a little bit because I do think that is going to be the way it plays out. So I'm going to go with what I'd like to see, and that is for one Big E to win the Royal Rumble and get his title shot against Roman Reigns.
Awesome. Tim, what are the current Vegas odds?
So right now, going from top to bottom on the card, Asuka and Charlotte are 3-2 favorites over Shania. Goldberg is 2-1 odds over Drew McIntyre. Kevin Owens is a 6-1 favorite over Roman Reigns. What? Yeah, Roman Reigns is negative 1,500.
Gonna go put some money there.
That's the one. Hey, this is, people were asking if we had lines on GameStop and AMC stock. No, but we got Roman Reigns at negative 1,500.
Yeah, seriously.
And then for the men's Royal Rumble, name some people, and I'll give you their number, or like their odds.
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon is at 250-1.
Big E.
Bob Lashley.
So I heard Big E is 9-1. Bob Lashley is 33-1.
Bobby!
Shane McMahon's 125-1.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the money.
But the top.
Is anybody sharing the same odds as Vince McMahon?
No.
And why is it Humberto Carrillo?
So Humberto Carrillo, I'm looking to see if he's on the list. Actually, he's not.
Is CM Punk on the list?
CM Punk is an 18-1 favorite
Okay.
right now.
Is
top
Robert
listings? Daniel Bryan's 1-1. Edge is 5-2. Brock Lesnar 6-1. Keith Lee 7-1. We've mentioned Big E is 9-1. Drew McIntyre is 10-1.
What about John Cena?
John Cena is a 25-1.
And his name is John Stamos!
Everywhere you look, there's a heart,
Also at 10-1 odds, Nakamura and The Rock.
Okay.
Goldberg and Roman Reigns share 12-1 odds. And then there's a tie for 14-1 odds with AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, and Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
On the women's side, Bianca Belair is the favorite at 3-2, with Alexa Bliss at 3-1, Charlotte at 4-1, Rhea Ripley at 11-2, Ronda at 7-1, Bayley and Becky Lynch are at 8-1. Sonya Deville is at 10-1. Surprisingly, also on this list is Paige at 20-1. Trish Stratus is at 25-1. Eva Marie is at 33-1.
Oh my God.
And
inject that into my veins. I want to see people get mad on Twitter.
Stephanie McMahon is 150-1.
Speaking of people getting mad,
Ooh.
God, could you imagine
God
if
damn.
Stephanie McMahon wins the women's? I mean, she invented women's wrestling, so she might as well win the Royal Rumble match.
The list that I'm looking at has Deonna Purrazzo listed.
Really?
I mean, I guess
This
it's
is wild.
possible.
And they have Deonna Purrazzo a better odds than Tamina. So
Well,
That's probably
I was saying that's probably accurate. I mean, if Deanna's going to be
Yeah.
in it, she has better odds. I just want to go down from the question of the week.
Sarah Logan has better odds than Tamina, and I think she's still with child.
I think she is.
Yeah, she's
Again,
9 months pregnant.
Again, I don't think that's an inaccurate
Yeah, that's
statement.
That wouldn't stop Tamina.
My-
Jesus.
It runs in her blood. Screw you guys.
Devin.
No, we got the joke.
Yeah.
We all understood where
You
you
got it.
going.
I didn't have to spell it out for you.
Nope, sure didn't. Devin Devin has Daniel Bryan. Nathan has AJ Styles. Jason has Cesaro. William has Cesaro or Daniel Bryan. So definitely a lot of love for Daniel Bryan. I'd certainly have no issue with it. But I
have no issue with Cesaro either.
Oh God, no. My thought there was if a SmackDown superstar is winning the women's, I just had a Raw superstar winning the men's. Not that one show couldn't win both. And if there's going to be a show to win both, it would probably be SmackDown. So that wouldn't surprise me either. Now, do we before we get to some of these like dark horse predictions, do we think there are any surprise returns or who might some of the legend returns might be? Anybody want to just kind of fire them off?
I feel like we will see CM Punk. I think that if they're going to like drum up the attention for the Peacock network, I think the Rumble's the time to do it. So bringing back people at that point makes the most sense. So I can see him coming back for that. It's been a few years since we saw Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's usually good for an appearance here and there, right?
Sure.
With all the other elite athletes that are getting into the ring. And one more for the men, let's say Triple H for fun.
Okay. I mean, he was kind of in action a few weeks ago on Raw, so that wouldn't surprise me. Anybody else have any potential surprises?
I wouldn't be shocked to see a Brock Lesnar come back. For the same reason Matt said about CM Punk. I think if you want to drum up business, you put Brock out there. And I also think we see the return of Andrade to the Rumble.
Oh,
Not that it's a big surprise, but it's just going to be a return.
Sure. Yeah, and I mean that could kind of fall into it as well because this is traditionally a great opportunity to have returns. People have been out of action for any number of reasons, be it injury or just haven't found a spot on the show. So that would be one as well. I mean, I have one, but it's going to be one of my dark horses as well, so I'm not going to throw it out there yet.
Lars Sullivan, right?
Of course. I mean, obviously.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Can't wait for everybody to bitch about that one when he comes
out. When he
well.
comes out at the Rumble, absolutely. Tim or Mark, you guys got any?
Go ahead, Mark.
I can see the Bellas coming back for the women's. Anywhere there's a camera, you're going to find the Bellas.
Ryan, I know you were wondering about this 2-hour season finale, Total Bellas tonight.
Sounds awful.
I'm sure you have your DVR set.
This is so bad.
I can easily see the return of Bray Wyatt here with a new look for the Fiend.
Ooh. It'd be all right.
Because the last time we saw him, he was
a flame,
being burnt alive, quote unquote.
Tim, how does he come back? I'm curious. Like a burned, charred, dark figure, or like all white, like Mordecai?
I think. I bet you we get like more red.
Okay.
Like
all red everything.
No, not like Eva Marie.
Like indie wrestling, red and black, a good balance of red and black.
Yes, like everyone wears red and black.
Yes.
It looks great. It's the pleats and the pants, the pleats. And that's really the only person I can think of. That's
and I think if we get the Fiend, I don't even know that we get him as a entrant to the Rumble. I think it could, one of your moments where you're cleaning house and it's down to just Randall in the ring, and
Mr. Hot Dog Nose,
and Mr. Hot Dog Nose, and the Fiend appears to eliminate Randall Orton just around the time that the clock, real or gimmicked, is close to running out. So then you start filling the ring back up.
It's Titan time.
It certainly is.
I agree with Jim on that. I don't think we see him as an entrant, but I think we can see him.
I could see him disrupting Randall's opportunity. Women, do we think there will be some returns here for the women?
Becky Lynch.
I know that's one you said. I tend to agree with it as well. I know a lot of people are like, it's too soon after her baby, but you brought up that great point with her Twitter account that she switched back to the man and time to go to work, I believe it.
I mean, she's also like a really good athlete.
Right.
I mean, if you or I gave birth, we'd be down for months.
Right. I mean, if you look at like the maternity shoot, like with her and Seth, I mean, it literally looked like it was just Becky Lynch with child. Like it looked like she hadn't gained any other weight besides the child. So
I heard she was doing sit-ups when the baby came out. So she's ready to go.
Certainly.
I posted a picture of Instagram of Becky 5 days ago with with
Just
her little
palming
baby.
her baby.
And I'll tell you, she looking like she ain't never had a baby.
Yeah, that's what an athlete looks like after they.
I believe it's called the rubber band effect. It stretches out and then eventually just goes back to normal.
Oh, I was thinking of like the elastic in my gym shorts that just stretches out. It doesn't ever go back.
Well, that's when you wash it so many times.
Well,
eventually the
dry
elastic
rots.
Man, it's heartbreaking when a good pair of draws.
Isn't it the worst?
See it.
Like I've gotten yelled at because like when you get the comfy underwears that they like the fabric starts to tear just a little and the wife's like, you got to get rid of them. No, these are perfect.
Nope, they're broken in.
Don't you
These are working shorts.
Don't you go messing with my drawers. Any other women that you could see returning?
You don't tell me to throw these away until my ball pops out of them.
And even then, I got a week.
Either Molly Holly or Kelly Kelly, because it's not a rumble until one of them.
Well, I said surprises, Ryan, not obvious.
Tony Storm,
Chelsea Green.
Okay.
Shotzi Blackheart.
Oh, Shotzi will be there.
Is
Sure.
Tegan healthy yet?
I don't think she blew out the ACL again. That was.
But when?
This summer? When was in your house? It was in your house, right? That was June.
Let me look. Hold on.
I think her rubber band effect. It snapped. It didn't go back.
Is Vince still booking?
As far as I know.
Santina Morella again.
per the bump.
Her.
Quote, I'm way ahead of where I should be, which is good.
So she didn't actually tear her ACL, and she'll be returning at the Royal Rumble.
I think that may be where she comes back.
Fair.
Is Naomi coming back?
Oh, bro, come on now. Let me get Naomi, please. I want oh my God. If Naomi comes back, I hope she wins the Rumble.
That was I thought it would be between her and Bianca, because I think if she does come back, then that has to
She's gotta.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
This website I'm on has Zelina Vega with higher odds than Tamina.
Oh, my.
Again, probably accurate.
What about Jordan Grace? Is she listed as one of the odds?
She's not on this website.
I think we could get Sonya Deville actually in action. I mean, I know she's been back on SmackDown and like kind of like booking the Rumble, but I could certainly see her getting back into the ring.
I'm so glad she's back.
Me too. That was a pleasant surprise a couple weeks ago.
It's great.
I love. Give me some Daria all day.
All right.
There was that girl, Jim, that was training with Spanky.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Her. I mean, by God, this would be a great time for it. I'd be all for it. That's why I changed my lights to red.
You'd be all for it. You're unreal.
What color is she?
All red everything.
But does she come back as all red everything?
Hopefully. I would hope she, because I think she's had purple hair for most of her non-WWE time, but you can't do that because it's Sasha's hair. It's too close to Sasha's hair. Did she? Yeah,
it's pink right now.
Did she change? Oh, it's pink now. That's close enough to red. You can get that red by Sunday.
The legendary pinky ring.
All right, let's go to some sleepers. Some that you think could potentially win, but aren't necessarily your odds-on favorite. I have Big E as one of mine. I have one that if you would have told me I would have said this a year ago, I would have laughed at you because you were ridiculous. But that is one Bobby Lashley.
Bobby!
And
You just said that so you could play your.
no,
new
I'm
fucking
dead
clip.
serious. I would have
Nope.
100%
Done.
I would have zero problem with Bob Lashley winning the Royal Rumble. And then one that was my potential return, and that's John Cena. John Cena comes back, wins the Rumble, wins the title, gets number 17 at WrestleMania. Those are my three for the men's. Who do you guys have as potential sleepers?
How
for
many
the
new
men's?
Bob clips did you download?
I hit them all. Those were the three of them.
Oh, you did him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's got nothing else to say about Bob Lashley now.
I mean, I can still just
He's bobbed out. You know, sleepers. I really think CM Punk, if he comes back, could win it.
certainly.
Like, I really do. Like, to inject
Do
something.
you see him coming back?
I do. Especially now, there's nothing really going on. The way that the way that COVID stuff is happening, like, one, he'd only have to work one day a week. He's not on the road all the time. It's a super favorable schedule now. He can Tampa got a really nice. There's a really nice airport really close. Direct flights from here to Chicago. Bink all day. He probably could still be able to work his because I think he also, if I remember his interview on Oral Sessions, he does commentary for one of the UFC's developmental brands.
I thought you were going to say he closes the Whole Foods on Thursdays. But
No, he works for UFC doing
What
commentary
an asshole.
on the UFC Plus stuff.
his career speaks to that. That makes sense.
Jeez.
This is right.
When
I ain't
did
got
you
nothing
take
else to say.
over?
Whatever.
What do you
man, go
have
ahead.
against Phil? Brian, go
I've got
ahead.
nothing to say.
Sleepers.
I hope to God. I hope he comes back. I'm a huge Punk fan. He's fucking talking for the UFC. The fuck out of here. Might as well be Mickey Gall.
I mean, it's something he likes to do.
Good for him. Great for him.
Devin
Alright,
asked,
so sleeper pick is The Rock, so it's The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, and the Usos are just throwing the same towel back and forth across the ring the entire time.
intern Mark, anybody?
What a match.
Oh man, you guys pretty much touched on all of them. I was thinking The Rock. Yeah, I might. I don't know. I don't know if we'll see The Rock this year. Maybe next year. The Rock. Isn't The Rock affiliated with NBC somehow? Doesn't he have a game show or something?
He has
He has a TV show
Young
coming out
Rock.
called Young Rock.
On Peacock, right?
Oh, that's right.
I think that's a
It's on
Peacock
NBC.
show.
It's on NBC.
Oh, it is an NBC show?
But it'll also air on Peacock as well.
So that's a possibility. The Rock. I still think there's a chance of Scott Hall coming in with a cattle prod. He can take out 29 guys.
Mark.
Sure.
I'm
Cattle
sorry
prod
that
is.
brings back
Have
bad
you
memories
watched?
to him.
Have you watched WWE lately? Cattle prod's a little tame. We're setting dudes on fire now. Like
Right?
you want
But
to hit somebody with a shot
And
collar.
we're shooting fireballs at people's faces.
Yeah, like we're going
We're-
Mortal Kombat fatalities around here.
That's for sure.
Like your best bet is that like Scott Hall comes out and turns somebody into an entire block of ice and uppercuts their head off. Like that is about as close. Like or like he just channels Raiden and picks somebody up over his head and turns him into like a bucket of fried chicken over his head. Like that's.
I don't know that Scott Hall can lift anything above his head, including that bucket of fried chicken.
I mean, I bet he could lift a different bucket
Woof. Woof.
full of ice and
Uh,
cold brews.
Oh, for the ALS thing. That's very woke of him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Devin asked as we transition from sleepers, men to women, do you guys think there's any chance if Punk returns that AJ Lee would be a surprise return on the
Did
women's
Devin
side?
bring this up?
ooh,
Devin brought this up.
Then no.
I have there's a button on your soundboard, I think.
No, hell no.
It's a number.
0.0.
There you
That's
go.
right.
There you go. Damn, Ryan, you are.
I'm sorry, I
This one came in late. He did well for the whole show.
He did. He did. Well, he's still reeling from the bonus one that you gave him on Monday, from our network special.
I don't remember what that was.
Potential sleepers for the women. I mean, one of them was my returning Sonya Deville. Peyton Royce. Maybe they were waiting the big push to start for the for Peyton Royce in the women's Royal Rumble, and then would be the returning Ronda Rousey as well for me. Any of you guys have any sleepers for the women?
I do.
Naomi now.
Who?
Naomi.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's better than the Brie Bella that I was going to say. It's more
You're right.
believable.
That is much better than the Brie Bella.
Well, I mean, you have to wait until Nikki is head of creative so she can write it in.
Oh my.
Do you see her writing that? It's just like a bunch of cutout pictures she puts on paper. This one. Circles them with her lipstick.
Their book was on special on my Kindle I saw the other day. It took a lot to not buy it, but
You gotta budget that in.
I bring myself to do it.
So you guys laugh at Nikki Bella being uncreative, but Dana Warrior was on WWE Creative.
She
Make a
won
good
the Warrior
point, Tim.
Award.
Like, if Dana Warrior can be on creative, then like Birdie Joe Bella can be on creative.
Give it time.
You can't touch. You keep dreaming on the stars above.
Tim, I haven't had my blood pressure medicine yet. Slow down.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go too fast, big boy. I don't want to work up a sweat.
For either of you, that's a good
Shower
thing.
again.
I'm a sausage guy. I hate myself so much.
I was gonna say.
Oh, poor Ryan.
But honest to God, I could taste the sausage on a Roma pizza right now.
I've
can
literally
taste it.
never seen you eat sausage.
Right,
pizza.
you always have a cheese
You've never
pizza.
seen me eat pizza.
I've seen you eat
Fucking
pizza
Blotto
tons
multiple
of times.
Where?
Every time we went to CWA, we stopped at Grotto.
Oh yeah, their pizza's plain though. You gotta
Ryan.
get plain. I'm not getting grotto
Ryan,
sausage. That's
Ryan.
Delaware sausage.
Whoa, that's
I'm a sausage
tax-free
guy.
sausage, baby.
Yeah.
That's the best sausage.
Sausage.
Ryan,
No,
we used to get
sausage.
together.
They do it in a little in a circle.
We used to get together every month for pay-per-views.
Yes,
And almost every month you had a pizza.
that's not true.
Almost.
Maybe.
Almost every month.
That one month, fucking Papa John's tricked me into getting a goddamn Pizzone, which is just a fucking small pizza folded in fucking half.
My wife is still angry about
I'm
your.
pissed.
She didn't even get it. It was your pizzone, and she's still mad about it,
It was just a fucking small pizza folded.
Papa John's does pizzones.
or whatever they call them.
The Papa Zone or whatever the fuck it's called.
Pizzola or something. It's called.
They do small.
Isn't
pizza
that? Isn't
fold
that?
over.
Yeah. What?
Racist asshole.
But.
By the way, that's now owned. Shaquille O'Neal's like a owner now of Papa John's.
Is it really?
We
I
see
didn't
we
know
see
that.
those commercials, and she's still mad for your
I
Papa
appreciate that. She's a
Pizzola or
very
whatever the
sweet
hell
woman.
it's damn
Yeah,
called.
look,
But almost
Papa Diaz.
the Papa
Dia.
Dia.
What a stupid fucking word,
she's
too.
still pissed
Papa
for
Dia.
you. But
Papa
all-
Dia, Papa Dia.
every time you had a pizza, which was most months, it was
I
a
got that extra cheese one time
it
from
was
Roma.
it
which
was a
way
cheese
too much cheese.
way too much cheese. But every time you've had a pizza, it was a cheese pizza.
I do like cheese pizza.
What is wrong with you?
But
What's
I've
wrong?
I don't
Why
I
would
couldn't
you
tell
like
you
a
I
Plain
pizza?
cheese.
All I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with sliding some sausage on a pizza.
No. Or putting it right in the middle of pizza through a box held about waist height. And then
You
ringing
also
a doorbell
just
sensually. Ding
take
ding.
the sausage and then fold the pizza over top of it.
That's my pop. That's my big Papa D.
I'm a sausage guy.
Yeah, it's very sexual in here.
But any other potential sleepers before we move to the news and rumors?
Nah, I
Me
got
if we don't get out of this fucking segment.
Oh my God.
Woof.
Damn. Three Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?